functions in Python, the most important topic for the real time as well. And also we will be using regularly these functions. Any implementation if you want to build, we can use functions. Okay, so here the functions will be three types. One is built-in functions. Okay, second one is user-defined functions, and third one is lambda functions. Okay, so built-in functions, that is already there, like we have discussed in that, like print and all. But when you go to real-time project, to fulfill the requirement, we use user-defined functions. User means what? A programmer or developer. Defined function. So programmer is developing that functions for the specific logic. So let's go and discuss about user-defined functions. So user-defined functions. A user or programmer can create these functions as per the requirement. So here, function must return the values. So this is where you can say function must return the values. It's one of the statement actually. Okay, one of the statements. And whenever we are using function here, and we will be using for code reusability purpose. Okay, functions can be used for code reusability. Sir, I said like this function can be used like regularly in the real-time project, right? So when I say, and it is work like a template actually. Okay, functions work like a template. Okay, so means it won't change anything. Or we can have functions has or have set of operations. Okay, so these are the basic thing we need to understand about function. Function must return the value. When they are asking, can you please explain about function, you can talk like this. Function must return the value. Functions can be used for code reusability, and function must, or you can say function work like a template, and also it has set of operations. So main topic is these two: function must return the value and code reusability. Code reusability means what? For example, you go to more supermarket. So every day transactions will happen. Okay, and end of the day total transaction need to be counted. So we have written like 150 lines of Python code, for example. Now my question for everybody, can we write again 150 lines of Python code tomorrow, or can we use repeatedly, or can we use same? What is your
You
answer in
can
the chat
use
box?
same.
Same.
Every day transactions are happen. End of the day total transaction they need to count it. Now only one day purpose we won't write this much of big line length of program, right? So we will be writing for this 150 lines of Python code. We can make it as a function that we can call it everywhere whenever we require. So here now we will make 150 lines of, because actually this is not available any, what you can say, YouTube or any document. This is the people who have technical expertise. Okay, those people can explain like this. Otherwise, they will people will explain question and answer. Okay, that is not going to help at any cost in this digital world. So understand, these 150 lines of code, make it as a function. Okay, so function will give the count or not? Function will give numbers or count, means it is going to return, and we use repeatedly same function every day. So that's why we will be using function. Now you understand why we are going to use functions. Everybody in the chat box type, all of you type in the chat box. You will be able to understand why we are going to use function. Come on, because repeated code we use multiple times. That's all. We don't need to create everyday developer, everyday new program for same code. Once you return, then we use multiple times. That's the specialty of function. Okay. So now, okay, that is all about function here. Now, whenever we are defining the function, like you can say syntax also. Now, basically syntax you can, so let's see here. Function syntax also important, because regular in OOPS concept this will be very useful. So we use def, okay, function name. We use def function name. Okay, we can pass parameters. Okay, then here you can pass doc string, that is only for document string. Okay, then here return statement. Okay, so def function name, that is definition function name, parameters, doc string, return statement. This is all about function. Now what is here, def is nothing but it's a keyword. Okay, it's a keyword. And function, whenever you are using like keyword are mandatory, okay, we can able to use. And here parameters are optional. Okay, sorry, optional parameters. Okay, now return statement is also optional keyword whenever you want. Okay, but function name def keyword will be mandate. Okay, you can say must or mandate. So this is how we can understand about the function syntax. Now whenever we are working with the function, okay, we need two components to perform functions in Python. Okay, so first one is function creation. This is the function creation. Second one is function calling. Okay, first one is function creation. Second one is function calling. Some people will call it as or execution. Function calling or execution. So we'll talk about first. Okay, before going to start, we will talk about the parameters first. Okay, parameters. Okay, what do you mean by parameters here? Later I will come into the functions and all. Okay, so we use or we can pass values dynamically to the function is called parameter. So we are passing some values to the function, okay, to the function while execution. While execution is called parameter. Parameter. Okay. So now we have two types of parameters, guys. Because if you understand types of parameters, then you can understand the function. Otherwise, you won't understand. So be careful about types of parameters. Now, first parameter is formal parameter, and second one is actual parameter. Okay, formal parameter and actual parameter. So, what do you understand about formal parameters here? What do you understand about formal parameters? So, we can declare or create it, whatever. We can create or declare at the time of function creation in Python. Okay, so formal parameters are nothing but we are going to declare or create at the time of function creation. Only whenever you want to create a function, that time we use some values. Those values we can call it as formal parameter. Now coming to actual parameters. What do you mean by actual parameters? We can use, or like you can say we can create or declare at the time of function calling or executing in Python. And those parameters we can call it as actual parameters. One more important thing is actual parameters are also called as values. Okay, so formal actual parameters nothing but its values actually. Okay, so very important thing is total number of formal parameters equal to total number of actual parameters. So in Python, if you want to execute any function or if you want to get any successful execution, first number of total parameters equal to total number of actual parameters. There must be equal. Okay. So coming to function creation now. Okay. Function with one parameter now. Function with one parameter. So carefully understand now, one by one. First, we'll create function without parameter. It's better. Function without parameter. So now let's say def function is there. Greet I am taking function name, then colon, print of hey hello. So which means I executed here. So we have done function creation. So function creation is completed. Now function execution. Function calling or execution. I told you, right, two components. One is creation, second one is calling. How we can call? Take the function name, greet, that's it, or execution or call, because no parameter, no actual parameter and no formal parameter. When I execute, you are going to get hey hello. That means whenever we are calling or executing, the output is coming from the function. So very simple and straightforward to understand more better. Now you can use it, same process if you want, multiple prints. Thank you. Okay. And print off. Okay. When I execute, now let's say greet. Now see here, whenever we are calling, all the values are getting from the function. That means this is function creation and function execution. Now function with parameter, function without parameter, that function with one parameter, function with one parameter. Sorry. So to understand, okay, guys, now do one thing. Write one function to print your name. Write it. Go ahead. Come on. Just take any function name, print your name. How you will write it? I'll give you 1 minute time. Go ahead. Function create, function execute. How you can do that? Come on. I need everybody to type in the chat box. So you are typing just def something on. Just type clearly. You can type in the notepad and just copy, or somewhere you can copy like that. You do in the chat box, first line only it will enter. Now the reality will start from today. Till now, till day before yesterday, everybody will be happy. Now the real developer, real programmer will come now. From one by one, people will go out, or one by one will get more strength. It depends on the people concentration. Okay. So def name print off. Okay. Good. Just I'm asking. Okay. You don't need to think too much about it. Whatever I'm typing, just take one more example, write it in different way. Okay. Good. So now function with one parameter. Function with one parameter. For example, here def function name, team I am taking, parameter I am taking, that is name. Okay. Then print off. Then you can say new team joined today. So when I execute here, function creation doesn't have any problem. Now whenever we are executing team, when I execute, it will throw an error. Team missing one required positional argument name. So what do you understand this? Total number of formal parameters equal to total number of actual parameters. In this example, in above example, name is formal parameter, but there is no actual parameter in the function, in the given function. So you need to write it clearly in the error documentation. Okay. Can you please type now how many errors you have collected so far today? Type in the chat box everybody with your number. Come on. Till now, how many errors you captured? I am asking. So 18 errors. Okay. Good to go. 10 errors. Okay. Come on. Type in the chat box quickly. Suddenly, I will ask send the document. I will stop the class and I will ask to forward the document also. Not now. From tomorrow. Don't be lie. If you don't do, oh Harinath, you collected 39 errors. Good to go. Great insights. What about all people? Those who have not done, I already told you this is the second time I'm asking, right? How many people not started? No problem. Genuinely, you can tell. Only I got only few members. Then what about other people? I'm asking. Are you getting my voice? So only whether you started or you have not done, at least answer is reply. It's very important, no? That is the first behavior in the company. Nobody care about your communication, your technical skills and all. Sir, I have not done. What is the wrong with you? Whenever your manager is asking, hey Arjun, have you completed the task? No, Ram, just wait for one more day, or else, yes, completed. Instead of these two answer, if you keep silent, manager will get frustration. Just, I'm a trainer. I need to teach you. It should not be repeat in the company. That is I am telling you. Simply your efforts will be wasted by they will do so many comments. Okay, it's not that much easy to do software job nowadays. Be careful about it. So those who have not yet the second chance is today completed. Go ahead and start from today. Daily 2 3 errors. It will be like almost 30 35 errors will happen because now advanced classes, right? Be careful about it. Okay, fine. So in this above example, name is formal parameter. So that is one formal parameter. There is no actual parameter, means zero parameter. That is the function that we do. Okay. So how we can do that? Now, and we executed, then here team we have used or team India. New team joined. New team joined. So here formal parameter is one, that is name. One name is formal parameter, but here India is actual parameter or value. But what is the logic we are missing? That formal parameter we are not using anywhere. Whenever you are not using anywhere, then what is the use of this formal parameter? My question is clear. Type clear in the chat box. Here query program is executing fine, but name parameter, India parameter, we are not using anywhere. When we are not using anywhere, what is the use of this function? Am I correct? Type in the chat box. All of you.
Can you explain once again?
Okay. So here name is a formal parameter. That must be used somewhere, right? Am I correct? But where is we are not using here? India is also not using anywhere. Just printing this. My question is, when we don't use this name formal parameter, there is no use also, right? See, same output without any parameter. Let me execute. So I'm not using parameter. Okay. and also team. Okay. Now tell me, is there any difference between these two? Is there any difference between these two? Here name is there, with name, without name. Is there any changes output? No changes at all. Then why we are using this? That's why whenever we don't use any formal parameters, we don't require to use. If we want, we need to use there. So whenever we have formal parameter inside the uses, then only that is worthwhile. Now how we will do? Let me execute here. So here function with one parameter. So just you understand. Here def team is there. Okay, team name is there. Now what is that? Print of. Then what we need to do? You should use new team, or you can say new team, and you can say name I am using inside. Okay, and you can say joined today. So I am using the parameter whatever we have. So after executing team, only I am executing. What is the error here? Team missing one required positional argument. So name is one. Team is, whenever function calling, you should use one actual parameter. So you can use it here. Team, then India. So what happened? New team India joined today. So here name formal parameter, India actual parameter, both numbers will be same. That's why it is going to give an error. Now team USA, new team USA, again team UK. So what do you understand about? We can call multiple times, but whenever we are calling, function is executing. We are not going to change this function. This is dynamic function. You can just changes the values. So function is return the values, and function can be used repeatedly. For this we are using India. For India value we are using function. For USA we are using function. For UK we are using function. Means function can be used repeatedly. That is meant for functions can be used for code reusability purpose. Got my point now? So now same example you take. Okay, or else I will give you one more example. So here function with one parameter only, def employee, then I am taking here salary, print. Okay, my salary is, then you can say here, you can call that formal parameter, and you can see employee 20,000 you can type. When I execute, my salary is 20,000. Now another employee, same thing, 40,000. And one more employee, that is 45,000. So which means this function can be repeatedly calling, that is mean functions can be used for code reusability purpose. Same function will be executing one, two, three multiple times without changing anything. That is called dynamic function. Now guys, function with one parameter, print your name. Same thing. Last time without printing, without using parameter. Now use your this program to print your name without with one parameter. Type in the chat box, everybody. Come on, everybody. What happened? Just to print your name using one parameter. I'm asking. This is not a big deal. Without Writing how you can understand. Come on. Are you getting my voice or not? Everybody. Are you getting my voice or not? Everybody. Good. Def name, name one, print off. Okay. So Harinar, you mentioned like def function name, parameter name one, print hello name one. So you should use in print name one. That is name one formal parameter. Whenever you are calling name of your name, you can give Harinar like that. It will print. So Vijaya, def my name. One second. Print my name is okay name. Okay, correct. So Vijaya, little you are correct. Harnath, you just change one small formal parameter. Okay, actual parameter. So fine. Def name print of name is name Lavanya, and Lavanya you should give, and Vijaya you should give quoted format your name because it is a string, right? That's what I ask you to write programs here. Okay, I am not asking. Did I say correct answer or did I say write a example? I said only example. Whether it is correct or not doesn't matter for me. Okay. So you are doing small mistake. I am correcting here. That's why. So def employee name print my name is name. Okay. And employee change. So all are missing. All are missing quoted format. Quoted format. What is my whenever I am using here? You see this is number. Okay. Number we don't require. But whenever I am using India, USA, UK, giving string or not. Clear everybody? All of you? Good. Now it's correct. Now it's clear for that. Okay. Clear means clear. Not clear means not clear. At least I am expecting two answers. Either you clear or not clear. If you be silent, you can ignore it. You can skip the class. You can take the recording and listen. Because I want to interact with you, right? Now I'm continuously 45 minutes or 50 minutes, I'm continuously typing. What is the problem to say clear and not clear in the chat box? Just type it. Hmm? I'm asking to learn here how to interact with business people, clients, delivery people, all thing how you can like that only. If you be silent, who can understand your problem in the company? Hmm? So learn my sincere request everybody. First of all, learn how to handle the projects, not technically. How to behave in the company means how to interact with the people, how to talk with the people, how to respond with the people. That's more enough, and automatically they will help. Okay, instead of how to write program, instead of how to get the solution, how to interact with the people is important. That is called behaviorals. There are so many engineers. Why they are not? Some people are terminating from the project. Why? Project means nothing but it's a family. Again, all people together work. Only work is not accepted by any company. It should be like a family. Whenever somebody is getting problem, other people need to help. When you are not clear any programming and all, then how you can help them other people? It is win-win situation. Okay. So please concentrate on how to behave it later, how to learn it, how to apply it. That's all. Okay, good to go. So now that is function with one parameter. Now we have function with more than one parameter. Function with more than one parameter. Whenever we are taking function with more than one parameter, you can use one. Yeah, you can use 200, 300, not a problem. But what is the common cat symbol here? Formal parameters. equal to actual parameters number. So now let's see. I am taking here def employee. I am taking here name and salary. I am taking two actual parameters, two formal parameters. Now here print of, okay, name, then you can say salary is, then you can say salary. So I have used two formal parameters inside the print display. So you can write it if you want, name and salary are two formal parameters, two parameters. Now employee, now I am taking guys executing. What is happening? Employee missing two required position argument, name and salary. So formal parameters 2, actual parameters 0. It is throwing error. Again I am taking employee India. Formal parameters 2, actual parameters 1. 1 is missing. Again it is throwing error. Now employee, then you can say 20,000, then you can say Arjun. Now what happened here? 20,000 salary is Arjun. Is that clear? You are mismatching the parameters position also. This is also wrong. This is logical error. Okay, logical error. I will talk about later types of errors. Okay, logically error. Logically error will not defined by the by the mission. Logical error will be defined and find by the only developer or programmer. Okay, mission cannot identify logical errors. You can write it also. Python, any program, Python or any program cannot identify any logical errors. First of all, this is error or not? Say, sir, it is error, it is not error. Type in the chat box. This is error or not? Tell me. Type in the chat box error or not error. 20,000 salary is Arjun. Completely error, right? Completely error. That is, did, okay, that is you type. I am happy you typed is error. Now this is program identified or not identified? Tell me again in the chat box. Identified or not identified by the Python? Come on.
Not identified.
Not identified. Type in the chat box everybody. Identified or not identified? Not identified. So if not identified the logical error, that's why the developers are there in the company to build the logic, to find out the logics, to find out the errors, to fix the issues. That's why programmers are there. Clear now? Logical. This is very beautiful example. If you understand this line, entire software you can understand. Python cannot identify any logical error. Logical programs only can built by the companies, new requirements, new functionalities. Okay, so that's a syntactical error, runtime error can identify, but logical errors cannot identify. So what we need to do? Employee, if you are a pure developer or perfect developer or perfect programmer, what is the first positional formal parameter? Name. You should use Arjun. That's the name. Second one is 50,000. Execute it. Arjun salary is 50,000. Again you can say employee, then or you can say Manu. Okay, then you can say here 60,000. Execute it. Manu salary is 60,000, an employee, and you can say Varun. Okay, Varun, and then 80,000. Execute. So means this we are executing with different values, but this program is executing one time only. Means we are one time we prepared this program means we can run 100 times, 1,000 times, lakhs of times. That is repeatedly using. That's why we can call it as functions can be used repeatedly. Core template. It worked as a template. No changes at all. Okay, no editing at all, no fixing at all. We just once we create, if program is function is fine, then we can just using that function to get the values. So that is how we can understand about how we can define the function here. Okay, so we'll take one more example. Okay, one more example. Write a function, okay, to print your name and your city. Now write a function now with two parameters. I'll give you 2 minutes time. Go ahead. Come on, everybody. Try it your program. So I will keep this program. Okay. Yeah, you can use it. See, you just see the program and type it as it is, changing the values and function name. That's all. Come on. Because if you do fast, we will discuss more. Do it. I know it's programming, but I don't force you. Just go ahead. Because finally, you need to learn while writing a best program. Taking more time, but actually, I don't know. But now you are in advanced level. You need to little bit fast, right? So def employee name city, print name city is two times you have written name. Arinath, while you are writing print, you can just change it. Name is Arjun, city is okay. That is correct. Correct. Fine. Go ahead. Harinath city is city. I okay. Correct only. Bal Chaudhary employee name city, all are city, print capital P is there, Bala Chaudhary, small error, no problem. Name from okay, Arjun from Hyderabad. Oh, okay.
I came up, so that's why.
No problem, Balchit. Just I am just showing that errors, okay? Don't worry about it. Lavanya also
Okay.
P is a capital. Name city is Lavanya and Bangalore. Okay. Gangadhar Pulvendula. So Gangadhar and my city, my Bangalore. After printing also, what you will get also you need to think about. Okay, Gangadhar, your query is okay, but it should be understandable. After getting output, what is your meaning?
Okay, sir.
Okay, that is
Okay,
yeah.
sir. Okay.
You have written correct, but you need to go ahead. So that's good. Remaining people also you can type it. So you can write it. Let's say def or name you can say or function name, right? Data, or you can say my data, and I'm using here name and city. Okay, then colon, print of name, and then city is and you can write it city, whatever you can. So after that, my data function you can execute. Let's say Arjun, and then let's say Hyderabad. For example, Arjun city is Hyderabad. Same my data, Mohan, and you can say Bangalore. Mohan city is Bangalore. And my data, let's say Parvin, okay, and city will be Chennai. So we can call it this function multiple times for that usage. So we'll go ahead one more example here. A lot of things we can do, but one more example I'm telling. Okay, def, you can say square function name, then value. Okay, so now how we can do print of the square of the value, the square of the value, okay, is then value into value I'm taking. But we can do with modules also. We can import module, we can import square function, we can do that. But we are directly building this. Still we have not gone for modules and libraries, right? That's why. So here def, how many for actual parameter we will use here? One or three, one or two? Tell me. One or two, here we can use it. How many actual parameters can be passed here now? Tell me in the chat box quickly. One, Arnath, one. What about other people? How many actual parameters can be passed by understanding those above function? I am saying that. Because value inside only one parameter, right? This value into value is just, it's a business logic. Okay. So you can see two I am taking. So here what will happen? Sorry, not function, square function. Okay, square of 2. Okay, now let's say square of 8. Okay, 64. Square of 10, you can do that. So that same function can be repeated multiple times. Now we'll take one more examples also. Later we'll see if you want, but just for understanding. Def, you take sum of a comma b. There are two formal parameters I'm taking. Return a plus b I'm taking here. So result also we can do here only. Result 1 equal to sum of 30 comma 40. Okay, and here print of, so we can function creation and function calling at the same program also we can use it. Okay, the sum of result 1 is result 1, that's it. When I execute, okay, so what will happen here when I execute here? Return a plus b, so spelling, that's it. Okay, nothing else. So the sum of result 1 is 70. So here a and b are two formal parameters, 30 and 40 are two actual parameters. Fine. Okay, same example, you take it here, result 2, sum of 300 comma 400. Print of the sum of result 2 is result 2. Execute. What will happen? The sum of result 2 is 300 plus 700. So we can use, once you create a function logic, we can use multiple times. Again, you can see result 3 equal to sum of 3000 and 4000. print of the sum of the result 3 is. So what happened here? Result 3. Execute it. What will happen here? 3000 plus 4000, 7000. So like this we can start the programming understanding. Clear about this function? Okay. So user defined function. We will create the function. Programmer or developers. User defined function. A programmer or developer can create those functions. Function must return the value. Function can be used code reusability. Functions work like a template. Functions have set of operations. Okay. So if you listen this class 2 times, you never forget about the functions in Python. Okay. So function execution, function creation and all. So tomorrow you practice first of all, and I need write 10 examples for function in Python. So you can use 1 parameter, 100 parameter, 10 parameters. I need like code and output also. You can write it. Tomorrow before starting the class, I will ask name by name, and I will ask like you have submitted this task or not. After that only I will start the class. Otherwise I will close the class. So tomorrow we will check the attendance also, whoever is joining or not, we will talk about later. So what you will do, listen this class 2 times and do the practical 1 or 2 times, then your own examples 10 times, execute it and write in the paper. That is the task for tomorrow.